Hey guys, today I want to show you how you can save different selection sets, whether it's vertices or faces or edges, and be able to select them with just one click anytime you need. So for example, I have this cat and I want to select its tail, so I will switch to face mode, click and drag to select tail, add a few more and maybe a few more, something like that. Okay, so I have selected all the faces that I want to save as a set. I go to shape node in attribute editor. There's my attribute editor. Cat shape, this is my geometry shape node. If your name is different than cat, you obviously will have a different name here. Just find the shape node and you go to component tags here. You can click on this plus button. It will create this new set here that if you double click, you can rename it. For example, I'll say tail. Now let's deselect all of the faces and go back to object mode. So now anytime I have my cat selected in shape node, I see this component tags, and if I click here, I will select the tail. I can also go right mouse button face to get a regular face selection. Also, you can have as many as you want. For example, I already have another one, which is a middle loop. You can do the same with vertices. For example, I want to select those. I can have exactly the same component selected again as a different set and create another set. Let's call it, let's create this one and let's call it tail 2. From this icon you can see that this is vertices, then this is faces. And now go back to object mode. And if I click here, it will highlight me all the vertices that I have saved. And now let me show you a few examples where it could be extremely useful to have this selection sets. For example, I want to smooth my model, so I click shift right mouse button, smooth. I can still go to my selection sets and click here, and as you can see, it kept exactly the same selection, even though now I have smoothed my model and it's multiplied the amount of faces it used to have. Let me show you how else you can use component tag selection sets. For example, what if I want to add deformer to my model, like bend, but I only want to bend the tail? So with component tags, it would be really easy. All I need to do is to select my model, go to deform, nonlinear, and choose bend. Let me place my bend. Now if I click T, I will get access to manipulator, and let me just rotate my deformer to something like that. So as you can see, it affected at the moment. My deformer affects all the model. I can try to manipulate. I can try to change the radius here, and probably I can get away with it, but in some cases it will be hard to do. So let me show you how you can assign your selection set to a particular deformer like that. Let's select our deformer, open bend node, and here you will see you can add component tags. So you need to double click on all components and start typing something, and it will show you all the components that that it has. I'll choose tail and click enter. And now let me just move my deformer a little bit. And now as you can see, it only affects the tails that I have as a component set. And now let's say you want to do the same only with multiple objects. For example, I have these 3 cats, And I want to save different selected components on every object as a separate component set. So I select my first object and I go to faces, and for example, I'll select some faces. Then with Shift, I can select next object, go to faces, and select any other faces that I want, for example, tail again. And with Shift, I will select my third object, go to faces. With Shift, let's say select all the faces. So now to save it as a selection set, I'll go create sets, quick select set. I'll click that. Let's call it faces. Click OK. And go back to object mode and have deselected all the faces I had selected. And now in Outliner, I will see that I have this select set available, and with right mouse button I can select set members just like that, and basically it does the same. It just highlight me all the components that I have saved, and I can adjust all of them if I want to. And yeah, you can have as many sets as you want here. It's just visible in Outliner instead of having them as a component tags in your models. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this video was useful. Give me a like or subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. See you in my next video.